Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is a folklore legend consisting of a ghost, phantom, or spirit conjured to reveal the future. She is said to appear in a mirror when her name is chanted repeatedly. The Bloody Mary apparition may be benign or malevolent, depending on historic variations of the legend. Bloody Mary appearances are mostly witnessed in a group participation play. Historically, the divination ritual encouraged young women to walk up a flight of stairs backwards, holding a candle and a hand mirror in a darkened house. As they gazed into the mirror, they were supposed to be able to catch a view of their future husband's face. There was, however, a chance they would see a skull, or the face of the Grim Reaper, indicating that they were going to die before they would have a chance to marry. In the ritual of today, Bloody Mary allegedly appears to individuals or groups who ritualistically invoke her name in the act of fun, I guess. This is done by repeatedly chanting her name in a mirror placed in a dimly lit or candlelit room. In some traditions, the name must be repeated 3 times. In some, it's 13. The Bloody Mary apparition allegedly appears as a corpse, witch, or ghost, can be friendly or evil, and is sometimes seen covered in blood. The lore surrounding the ritual states that participants may endure the apparition's screams at them. The lore surrounding the ritual states that participants may endure the apparition screaming at them, cursing at them, and strangling them, stealing their souls, or drinking their blood. Sometimes even scratching their eyes out. Some variations of the ritual call Bloody Mary by a different name, Hail Mary or Mary Worth. The modern legend of Hakkasan in Japan strongly parallels the Bloody Mary mythology. Several movies have been made about Bloody Mary. She's in a lot of episodes of shows dealing with supernatural. The Legend of Bloody Mary is a movie that was made about her. They have Bloody Mary Urban Legend, the movie. So Bloody Mary has been around for a really long time, and I think you see what you want to see in this instance. A lot of people have said that they've seen a woman with scratched up face and that she's mutilated. So I think you see what you want to see in your mind when you do see her. The Bridgewater Triangle. Love the Bermuda Triangle, but hate water? Then come on down to Massachusetts, Freetown Fall River State Forest. It's got orbs of light, giant snakes, UFOs, and dozens of other unexplained events. At least those are some of the otherworldly phenomenon that locals have been reporting about the spooky 200 square mile region for years and years. There has also been Bigfoot sightings and Thunderbird sightings. Various incidents of animal mutilation have been reported, particularly in Freetown and Fall River, where local police were called to investigate mutilated animals believed to be the work of a cult. They've also said that they have a Native American curse on the land. There's one tale of the Native Americans had cursed the swamp centuries ago because of poor treatment that they received from colonial settlers. So this is like a paranormal hot spot. The SNALLGASTER. The SNALLGASTER of Frederick County, Maryland, is half bird, half reptile, half octopus, and half robot. While the math may be confusing, Marylanders say you'll know him by his metal beak, razor-sharp teeth, and the tentacles he uses when he swoops down to carry you away for dinner. The earliest stories claim that this monster sucked the blood of its victims. 7-pointed stars, which reputedly kept the SNALLGASTER at bay, can still be seen painted on local barns. It has been suggested that the legend was resurrected in the 19th century to frighten freed slaves. The Pope Lick Monster. Part man, part goat, part sheep. The public monster has goofy DNA but a gruesome reputation. The monster claims his victims by luring them onto the public bridge tracks just in time to meet an oncoming train. Sometimes by mimicking a crying baby, other times by jumping out to scare trespassers off the 80-foot bridge to the depths below. Locals say that he sometimes even jumps down on cars that drive beneath it, and several tourists have lost their lives in search of him. Club hopping vampires. Friends of Anne Rice will want to spend an evening at Atlanta's Masquerade nightclub, locally famous as the club of choice by actual vampires. Tourists come to soak in the goth vibe and spot the creepy tall man in black, who roams the building at night. Freak accidents, disembodied screams, and unexplained fires have been also reported there, making many suspect that vampires aren't the only urban legends haunting the place. The Little People's Village. Fans of architecture and the occult will want to mark the creepily abandoned doll village in the woods of Middlebury, Connecticut on their Google Maps. The demonic voices that commanded their architect to build them, then kill himself once he was done, are reportedly still living inside of them. Locals say that you can hear them at night, but as long as you don't have a background in construction, you should be fine. Kushtaka, Alaska. Come for freezing cold, stay for the were-otters. But don't bother waiting for the full moon. Also known as Kushtaka, these little monsters only come out to help people who are drowning, either by mimicking the voice of a loved one to lull you into drowning faster, or by biting you so that you become a were-otter too and swim to safety. You're welcome. The Spook Lights on BRUICK Road. Some fun facts about Fort Wayne, Indiana. For one thing, it's haunted by spooky lights. Drive along BRUICK Road at night and they'll pop up above the tree line, changing colors and sizes, and chase your car for a while until they get bored and wander off. Uncle Charlie. Uncle Charlie is a great name for a ghost trying to sound unscary enough to lure the curious into the woods to look for him at night. And every year, lots of tourists do just that. If you're prepared to fall for his ruse, pull your phone out and take a picture of the surrounding darkness with flash. Locals say you'll see the terrifying ghost of Uncle Charlie staring back at you, very close to where you are standing. Rougarou, the Loop Guru. We've all done something we regret after downing a few hurricanes in the U.S. favorite open container city of New Orleans. And that's exactly what it makes it the natural habitat to the Rougarou. Half man, half wolf, he stalks the streets thirsty for blood of the misbehaving. If one feeds on you, don't tell anyone about your wounds, or you'll turn into a Loop Guru too. The Wendigo. Wendigo psychosis is an actual psychiatric term to describe an intense craving for human flesh. Give in to those cravings while in Minnesota, and you could turn into a 15-foot tall thing monster who roams the Minnesota woods, driven only by the search for people to eat. While it's an opportunity to take your trip to another level and become an urban legend, you should know that Wendigo hunters once frequently roamed the area to hunt these urban legends down. The Wendigo is described as a monster with some characteristics of a human, or as a spirit who has possessed a human being and made them become monstrous. Its influence is said to invoke acts of murder, insatiable greed, cannibalism, and the cultural taboos against such behaviors. The Singing Sand of GRISE. In the UP's Keweenaw Peninsula lies the Singing Sand of GRISE on Lake Superior. The sand on this beach is said to sing to anyone who visits or walks the beach. The legend comes from a Native American maiden who lost her lover when he perished in the Lake Superior. She attempts to contact him through singing and crying on the beach. Visitors that come to the beach are encouraged to help the maiden find her man. All they have to do is press their palms of their hands and rub the sand or smack the sand. It emits noises that sound like puppies' barks or rubbing a balloon. However, it only works if you're on the beach of BETE GRISE. Take the sand anywhere else and it loses its voice. Thank you guys so much for watching Urban Legends Around the World USA. The USA has thousands and thousands of urban legends, so we will come back to it one day. We will be bringing you another country soon. Today we have a special collab with the cutting board. Dawn has done a makeup look to go with one of the urban legends from this video. So her link is going to be in the description for that video. So make sure you go and check that out and show her some love and support. Thank you, Dawn, for collabing with us on this. That was an awesome idea. Make sure that you hit that like and share, especially if you like seeing these so we know to keep doing them. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell if you haven't. And we hope to see you all soon. Thanks. Bye.